What is going on, everybody? Need4beans over here, bringing you guys another fire Fortnite video. In this video, I will be teaching you guys how to create custom backgrounds, I guess, for your creative map, in order to record some awesome looking build montages and build sessions. So a lot of people, you'll notice, they'll be like doing their little build, showing off their builds, and you'll see the background is kind of cool looking. So the way they do it is, I'm going to show you guys exactly how, so that you can do it yourself. It actually takes literally maybe 2 minutes to create it. So I'll show you guys how in a second. Before I do though, I created this map. Took me quite some time, which allows you to pretty much choose any option depending on your needs. So you can do green nebula, you can do purple nebula, you can do all these different options. I will share the code in the description so you guys can check out all these different ones. Just one word of warning: if you enable 2 of them at the same time, there's going to be some flickering, but you can kind of play around with it. So let's go ahead and go back to the hub and create a new map, and I'll show you guys exactly how to create one of these awesome looking maps where you can record some awesome looking videos. So I usually start with a grid island, so create a new one, be tutorial custom background, and it's really simple on how to do it. So it depends, you can kind of expand on the map, but I'll just show you the concept that kind of starts this whole thing. So obviously when you first start, you'll be in the air. So the first thing you want to do is you want to go to My Island, Creative, Devices, scroll down, and go to Player Spawn. Okay, go ahead and get the player spawn, and let's go ahead and place it right here. So now it will spawn the player right here. Now the next thing we want to do is we want to create a barrier around with a custom option. So go to Creative and go to Barrier and go back. Now if you put the barrier right on the surface, it's going to be a little weird where the floor is not going to be entirely what you want. The floor is going to be a little bit below the barrier. So what you want to do is place the barrier below your builds. So the way you do that is you can just place a wall, place a floor, and then place the barrier right underneath. Alright, so now when you do the barrier, it doesn't have to be directly in the center. In my case it is. So go to customize barrier, and what you want to do is set an option for this. So you, for example, nebula red, visible during game, no, and you want to max out the width, the depth, and the height. Go to all options, you want to enable it at all times. Block amplifier, no. Zone shape, make sure this is hollow box, otherwise it will keep you in your, it will kind of it won't let you move. 100 100 100, enable, no channel, no channel. Okay, so now if you look up, you'll see this barrier above you. All right, so now unfortunately you can still see this floor. So your options are, if you don't want to see this floor like I have in my other maps, you can do is you can place this barrier, actually, let's go ahead and delete this. You can place it above the floor. So I guess what's wrong, let me see here. Phone, let's go ahead and just delete that. Okay, so you can if you place the barrier right here, first of all you have to place a base, and you place the barrier, and we do the same thing. We go, let's say nebula green, no, enable all the time, block weapon fire, no, hollow box, 100 100 100, just like this. Then you get this kind of barrier, but the problem is when you place a floor, it'll be slightly underneath, right? But if you don't really care too much about that, like if most of your builds are starting from a stair, then it's not gonna really matter. So that's literally how simple it is to create a map like this. You simply put a barrier, 100 100 100, and customize it to the barrier style. And you can choose, you can do purple, you can do, you know, Starfield. My favorite one are the nebulas, like red, purple, green. And just make sure that the box is hollow and this is maxed out, and block weapon fire now. So that is literally how simple it is to make that. So now you can record like some sort of like building, you know, if you're showing off your builds or edits, you know, do some face ways, do some 90s, but it kind of looks cool, you know. And it makes it a lot better than if you were doing this just with a regular map, which just kind of looks boring, you know. So that's literally exactly how to create one of these maps. Again, if you go to my map, if you don't want to do this and just want to use mine, I will share the code in the description. This is it right here. Mine is more set up for 1v1 build fights as well, so you could use it to build fight and record yourself build fighting other people with that custom background. The only thing is, like, when you load in before you start the game, it will start flashing because all the barriers are active, but once you start the game, none of the barriers are going to be active, so it's going to be just the basic. And then you can just enable, this left one is to enable, right to disable. So you can enable, for example, a glass black. Now some of them you will see the corners of them, but the nebulous one, which are my favorite, you can't really see the corners. And now you can just you know, start build fighting people, and it kind of looks cool with the background, you know, just gives it a little edge to, like, that looks cool. Another cool thing about this map, if you want to check it out, is there's this platform that speeds you up a little bit. It's not the maximum speed, but it makes build fighting a lot more fun. That you can just, you know, it's just kind of different. I can't even do edits on this, but it's just something different. If you guys trying to make some content, you know, it looks a lot cooler if you get some like awesome shots. We just like go through, boom, edit, boom, shotgun shot, just stuff like that. So hopefully you guys like this video. If you have any questions on how to do this, please let me know. Need for Beans out. Peace.